Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a code that can be a real headache. U0100, which means lost communication with the engine control module, or ECM. We'll be focusing specifically on a common Buick setup, but the principles we discuss will apply to many modern vehicles. So, if you've pulled this code, don't panic. Stick around and we'll walk through how to diagnose it, step by step. First things first, what does U0100 actually mean? In simple terms, your car's other modules, like the transmission controller or the body control module, can't talk to the main computer. The ECM. Think of it like the internet going down in your house. All your smart devices are working, but they can't communicate with the outside world or each other properly. This communication happens over a network called the CAN bus, which stands for Controller Area Network. When you get a U0100, you'll likely see a check engine light, and your car might go into limp mode, have a no-start condition, or exhibit all sorts of strange electrical behavior. The key is that it's a communication problem, not necessarily a problem with the ECM itself. So, don't rush out and buy a new ECM just yet. That's an expensive guess. Our diagnostic journey begins with the basics. Check your battery. A weak or failing battery can cause low voltage issues across the vehicle, leading to all kinds of communication codes. Make sure your battery terminals are clean and tight, and the battery itself holds a good charge. Idiagi, Abobi, 12.4 volts. With the engine off, this is the simplest and most common cause, so always start here. Next, we move to the fuses. Your ECM has several power and ground sources, and they are all protected by fuses. Grab your ONS manual or a wiring diagram and locate all the fuses related to the engine control module. They might be in the underhood fuse box, or the interior one. Pull each one out and visually inspect it. Even better, use a multimeter to test for continuity. A blown fuse is a big clue. If the battery and fuses are good, it's time to inspect the wiring harness and connectors going to the ECM. Look for any signs of damage. Rodents love to chew on wires, and corrosion can build up on connector pins, especially in wet climates. Pay close attention to the main connector at the ECM. Unplug it with the battery disconnected. Of course, and check for any bent, broken, or corroded pins. A little bit of dielectric grease can help ensure a good connection when you plug it back in. Now, let's get a bit more technical and talk about the CAN bus itself. On this Buick and many other GM vehicles, the CAN bus is a pair of twisted wires. The network has terminating resistors at each end, typically 120 ohms each. If you measure the resistance between the two CAN wires, at the diagnostic port at pin 6 and pin 14, you should see about 60 ohms. This tells you the main network wiring is likely intact. If you see 120 ohms, it means one of the terminating resistors is missing or a wire is broken. If you see an open circuit, there's a definite break in the line. If the resistance check passes. The final step before condemning the ECM is to check for power and ground directly at the ECM connector. Using your wiring diagram, identify the power in and ground pins. With a key on, use a multimeter to verify you have battery voltage at the power pins and a solid ground at the ground pins. If you're missing either one, you've found your problem. You'll need to trace that specific wire back to find the break or short. So, to recap, check the battery, check the fuses, inspect the wiring and connectors, test the CAN bus resistance, and finally, verify power and ground at the ECM. By following these logical steps, you can accurately diagnose the U0100 code and avoid replacing expensive parts unnecessarily. Most of the time, it's a simple fix, like a bad connection or a blown fuse. I hope this guide helps you tackle that tricky U0100 code. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more diagnostic tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments if you've ever dealt with this code and what the fix was. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.